allows the parallel connection of 2 speakers to 1 amp. Solidly constructed, good form factor and sufficiently rugged. Mine appears to have 12 AWG internal wiring with very short wire runs, wired as 4-pole, neat and well done, with completely inaudible effect on the sound. I could use a similar box that put the speakers in series, though it would be easy enough to modify this box to achieve the latter goal. I bought one for a project, it got me halfway there. Has genuine Nutric connectors and wired in 14 gauge. I wanted something to get me from banana plugs to Speakon, so I made this up using some scraps from some 1U rack panels. This is exactly what I needed and worked perfectly right out of the box. At one point, I had seen a comment indicating problems with the solder connections inside, so I opened up both units we purchased to inspect the connections. All looked good and has been working solidly for about 6 months now. The only concern I'd have is the gauge of wiring used inside the box. I think it's a little small, due to cable length and load ratings for our setup. I use 12 gauge cables. However, the internal wiring on this unit looks like 16 gauge. So, definitely consider the potential impact of this to your setup. If your cables are heavier gauge, we're using these as a short-term fix until to allow our remaining amp to drive both sets of speakers until we have funds available to replace the failed amp. And we don't typically run our system anywhere near full power, so we're not worried about the effects of the smaller gauge cable.